It's ironic, this is the best weather we've had so far this cruise, and we're back in England. Welcome to England. This is a strange feeling because I boarded this ship a few days ago in England. Then we've been to Ireland for 2 days, Dublin and Cork, and now we're back in England. Crazy, huh? So this is where we are on the map. We're in a place called Weymouth, and the ship is in Portland, which is here. To be honest, I've never heard of Portland before. I've heard of Weymouth before, never been here before. I wasn't going to film anything today, but it's a new place for me, so I thought I'd see what it's all about and film a little bit. But yeah, it's kind of a strange day because, of course, we're in England, which is already strange, but the ship didn't dock until 12 o'clock, midday. Usually the ship docks at like 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, but we're in port today from 12 until 8 p.m., which is super duper late. Currently walking along Newton's Cove. The weather is absolutely beautiful. Today's day, I need to check today's day. It's August the 30th. So this kind of weather in England is absolutely so unexpected. It's a glorious day. There's people swimming out there. We've got paddle boards. This is what summer's supposed to be like. Yes, it is still summer, but England, we don't really get a summer. So this is I wouldn't say it's a holiday place, but a lot of people like to come here for like weekends and stuff. I don't think many foreigners have heard of Weymouth before. All British people would have known it because it is a holiday place, but I can't believe we're cruising to England. Like I said, a little bit strange today because it's already 2:15 p.m. and I didn't get off the ship until like 1:30. Then you have to take a shuttle bus from the port. It stops at Portland Castle and then it takes you all the way to Weymouth. And yesterday we were in Cork Island, and this is around the time when I went back to the ship, and now I'm only just getting off. We have plenty of time in port today. I'm not going to be outside until 8 p.m, but if you wanted to, then you could. I can't get over this weather. The end of August in England on a cruise, amazing. So when I looked at the itinerary for this cruise and I saw that the ship stops in Portland, I wondered why, because it's not a normal place for a cruise ship to stop. Yes, it is a holiday place but for a huge cruise ship, there's no reason to stop here. But then I realized that they're running excursions to Stonehenge. Everybody knows Stonehenge, one of the most famous things about the UK. So that's the reason why we've stopped in Portland today, so people can go to Stonehenge. But to make this day even stranger, I live closer to Stonehenge than this port. So, yeah, pretty strange. So what's the plan today? Nothing. I don't have any plans. Just gonna walk around Weymouth a little bit. I actually didn't know that the shuttle bus takes you all the way to Weymouth, because I thought it just takes you to Portland, which there's nothing really in Portland. There's a few lighthouses, there's the Portland Castle, but I mean Weymouth, there's nothing in Weymouth either, but it is a bit of a bigger city. But just gonna take a walk around, enjoy the sunshine. Tomorrow we're in France, then we're in Belgium, then we're in Holland, and then we're in Denmark. So the next few days we go to a few different countries, but yeah, still a strange feeling to cruise to England. So a lot of people that I've met on the cruise ship, they're going to Stonehenge today. I'll be honest, I've never been to Stonehenge. I've heard that it's not all it's cracked up to be. I've heard that a lot of people go there and they're disappointed, but I've never been there. We're nowhere near Stonehenge. Weymouth is not near there. It's around 2 hours away. And like I said, it's on the way to my house, so maybe I should go there one day. But Weymouth is known for older people. So it's in the county called Dorsett. And like I said, a lot of people like to come here for their weekend holidays. But yeah, a lot of old people like to live here. As far as the cruise so far, absolutely amazing. I have no complaints at all. It's been so much fun. Today is day 4. So at the end of this day, we'll be halfway through a 10-day cruise. But it's so amazing. I've eaten so much. The ports have been great so far. We have some exciting ports coming up. Met some really nice people. The entertainment's been great. But go and watch the previous videos if you haven't already, because I've done one every single day, so you know there's a lot to watch there, but it's been so good so far. I saw a lot of people get off the ship this morning. They had their jackets on, they had their long trousers on because they didn't expect this weather today. To be honest, that's what I did as well, because my cabin is an inside cabin. That means I don't have a window, I don't have a balcony. So I didn't know what the weather was going to be like. So I woke up with my hoodie on, went to breakfast, stepped on the pool deck, and I was like, wow, it's warm today. So I had to change. Got my shorts and t-shirts on, and I feel amazing. I'm so happy today. There's a lot of kids fishing for crabs down here. This is a summer day in England. This is what it should be like. But this is an extremely rare day. I'm on my way to the beach. It's over there. The reason that British pubs are named after stuff like the Anchor or the Queen's Head or the Rose and Crown is because back in the day people couldn't read, so they had to show an icon or a picture of something so people recognize the shop. That's why this is called the Anchor. They show a picture of the Anchor. I've never been to Weymouth before, but I used to go to the Seaside a lot when I was a kid, and you can smell the sea, you can smell the fish. So many people are eating fish and chips. Everybody's in a good mood. Looks like they got a fun fair over here, amusement park. So of course, it's the 30th of August today, and kids in the UK, they don't go back to school until September. So it's a Friday afternoon now, and none of these kids are in school because it hasn't started yet. So I know that in the US, a lot of kids have already gone back to school. Look at this. This is a summer holiday. Let's take a look in the fun fair. When I was a kid, I'd spend so much time and money at the fun fair. And the arcade, I've lost so much money in these arcades. You know, it's been a long time since I've been on a British holiday. I'd love to know how much money I've lost in the arcades over the years. This one is cool. You sit on a mat and then you go around the tower. I just walked like a mile along the beach. There's so many people. The beach is packed out, so many kids having fun, but everybody's in a good mood when it's sunny like this in England. This is a very typical seaside town in England. I just found something cool. Well, it's not that cool, but it's pretty cool. This is Cineworld. It's a cinema. I used to work there. Not this one, but I used to work at the one next to my house. It is now 5 p.m. I've just been enjoying the British seaside. I almost didn't get off the ship today, and I almost didn't film today, but I'm glad that I did both. It's been a great day. Let's take the bus back to the port. Today I was reminded of my childhood. It made me so happy. Everything is exactly the same as when I used to visit the seaside when I was a kid. One thing that's very, very different is the prices. Before you could get an ice cream for £1. Now it's going to cost you £4. It's sad. I think that's why we used to go to the beach all the time, because it was free. Recently I went to London and made a few videos about old stuff, historic stuff in London, and literally just walking down the street it said Tudor House. And then there's a sign here, it says built in 1600. This has been here since 1600. How many countries can say that? Crazy. I'm gonna try and find the bus stop. I didn't save the location, but I think I have a good idea of where it is. If you're not familiar with cruising, sometimes the port, it's a working port, so this is very industrial and it's not safe to step off the ship and walk out the port, so they have shuttle buses. And also sometimes if the city is very far away, then the cruise line will have buses from the port to the city. So that's like today, because there's nothing by the port, so they gave us a free shuttle bus to get inside the city, and I think it's just over there. And of course today's all aboard time is 8 p.m. That means that if you're here at 8 p.m, you are late. Make sure you know how long it's going to take to get back to the port, back to the ship, because that is your time as well. So basically you need to be back here 7:30, but you don't want to leave it that late. Just a quick 15-20 minute shuttle ride. Welcome back to the Norwegian Dawn. I still have no idea how something this big is just floating. Wow. And if you look at this ship and think, wow, this is huge, this is tiny compared to some of the mega ships they have now. This one is very, very, very small. They probably get like 3 times, 4 times the size of this one. Back in the cabin now. It is almost 6 p.m. This is the latest I've ever come back, because the last 2 ports I've come back late, so I've had late lunch, so I've had late dinner. So I don't know whether to have something now and then also have a dinner later. Probably will. Probably have something small now. Go to the buffet now, get something small, and then I usually have dinner at like 8:30, just because late lunch, late dinner. Let's do that. I was just thinking that it's pretty surprising that they don't put Weymouth on the itinerary, because that's way more appealing than Portland, because nothing is in Portland. It's like when they say Southampton, London, it's like 80 miles away. So it's actually surprising they don't put Weymouth. Heading up to the buffet. I think the buffet is going to be very packed. A lot of people are coming in right now. We still have 2 more hours in port. I don't know if anyone's going to stay out that late, but buffet is going to be busy. Just a quick lunch, and I'm going to run to trivia.
What day or date is known as Star Wars Day? At least 10, Richard. We got lower than 10.
Back in the cabin now, even though it's almost 7 p.m. I'm going to shower and change and enjoy the evening. Day 5, we are ready to go. Black t-shirt, grey sweatpants, and black and white Nikes. Let's go. There's a comedian at 9 o'clock, so you might be confused about dinner times. So most of the other cruise lines, they have a set dining time. For example, 6:30 and 8:30. You have to choose what time you go to dinner, and you have to go to dinner at that time every single day. One of the reasons why I like Norwegian Cruise Line, they have freestyle dining. That means I can go to dinner whenever I want to. If I'm hungry at 6, I go eat at 6. If I'm not hungry till 9, I can wait until 9 and eat at 9. I love this. It seems kind of strange for someone to tell me when I should eat dinner, but I want to eat whenever I want to eat. Like tonight, I'll probably eat dinner at 9 o'clock just because I had a late lunch, so late dinner. Just passing by the Stardust Theatre. So he's a comedian tonight. They spelled his name wrong. He was the show on the first night, and they spelled his name wrong then, and they haven't changed it. It's day 5. Come on, Norwegian. Spell his name right. Here are the shops. So shops and casino, they cannot open if the ship is in port. So we have to wait for the ship to sail away, and then the casino will open and the shops will open. That's amazing. It makes me bloody proud to be British. So many people watching the band.
Yeah. eliminate yourself? Okay. Altogether.
You want to see something terrifying? The darkness of the ocean. What's out there? What's out there? It is now 8:45. I realized something today, that there's another restaurant that I didn't realize was complimentary. So there's complimentary dining rooms, and then there's extra restaurants you can pay for if you want to. Steak restaurant, they have a Japanese restaurant, but meat, it doesn't bother me that much, so I just go to the complimentary dining rooms. I thought there was 2, but there's actually 3. I didn't realize the Asian restaurant is called Bamboo. That's included as well. They have like sushi and they have like noodles and stuff like that. So I think it's too late for me to go tonight because I think it closes at 9, but I'm gonna check it. Yeah, I didn't realize that was complimentary. Closing time is actually 9:30, so right now 9 p.m. the comedian's gonna start, so I might leave early so I can go to the Asian restaurant.
Nice! Amazing! Thank you everybody for playing.
I feel like you've made a friend, don't you? And then other times you get in, I mean, it's like you can cut the atmosphere with a knife, can't you? It's like they've been talking about you before you got in, isn't it?
I didn't want to leave. That guy's so funny, Paul Boardman, but I want to try and get into the Asian restaurant before it closes. 5 minutes. Welcome to Bamboo. Dinner tonight is Kung Pao chicken, sweet and sour pork, and fried rice. Dessert was a 5-spice chocolate cake. Delicious. That food was absolutely amazing. I can't believe it's halfway through the cruise and I just found out about that restaurant. 以前我住在中国上海，但是我不可以用筷子。I had to ask for a knife and fork because I couldn't use chopsticks. They were laughing at me, but it's okay. So that's the end of day 5. We are officially halfway through this cruise. Today was a great day. I hope that you enjoyed it. Tomorrow's day 6. We are in Le Havre, France. If you want to see France with me and beyond, then hit the subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like to tell me that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, channel members, for supporting me. Click the join button below this video to become a channel member, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.